Hi, I'm Zach Martin.
And I'm Brody Martin-Stepp.
Today we're going to talk to you a little bit about 10 ways to get fired and the do's and don'ts for everyday events in an office setting.
First thing we're going to hit on is sexual harassment. The definition of sexual harassment is harassment in a workplace or other professional or social situations involving the making of unwanted sexual advances or obscene remarks. We're going to talk about verbal harassment. This would be the comments you make to coworkers or your boss or supervisors. You don't want to call them sexy, beautiful. You don't want to ask them on a date multiple times.
And then next we're going to talk about a little bit about physical sexual harassment, which is more hands-on, touchy-feely, touching a coworker where they don't want to be touched or touching them too much, too often. Here in this picture we have, on the top we have a male reaching around, grabbing a female while he's helping her at her desk. And then we have a female enticing a male by grabbing his tie or trying to pull him close. And now we're going to have a short video clip on sexual harassment.
Hey, beautiful. You got any plans for tonight?
Next point I'm going to hit on today is intoxication, defined as the pathological state produced by a drug, serum, alcohol, or any toxic substance or poisoning. When you first obtain your job with your new company, most likely you're going to be required to take a drug screen. Don't think you're going to be out of the clear with this drug screen. Most of the time you'll have to sign a paper that requires you to be eligible for a drug test at any time throughout your employment with that company.
Also, this goes along with alcohol and drugs at work, or being intoxicated at work. This is bad on you, your employer, and also your clients that you're dealing with. Smelling like alcohol, having alcoholic beverages at your desk is horrible. It'll lead to immediate termination. Also, being hungover will also mess with the efficiency of your work and how good your work actually is. Here's a picture of a man drinking bottles of beer at his desk. This is completely unacceptable. Now here's a clip of being intoxicated at work.
Have you been drinking?
No, why would I do that?
Is that alcohol I smell on you?
Now we're going to get into dress code. Defined as a set of rules, usually written and posted, specifying the required manner of dress at a school, office, club, restaurant, etc.
You're going to dress appropriately when you come to your workplace. I understand in different job settings you're going to have different dress codes. But today we're going to focus more on the office setting for dress codes. You're not going to want to wear any short skirts or short shorts, or you're not going to want to show a lot of cleavage. You're not going to want unprofessional, altered clothing that makes you sexual appealing or anything like that. Here in this picture, we have a perfect example of how you want to dress in an office setting. It's a male and a female wearing suits. They look very professional. They're ready to see clients today and look professional the whole time. Here on this side of the picture, we have a male and a female, making themselves look a little more sexual appealing. They look like they're going to go out on a night out in the town instead of going to work and looking professional for their clients. And now we're going to show you a short video on the dress code.
What are you wearing? Drop it.
Absence, defined as the state of being away from the place or person. And today we're going to talk about the state of being away from your workplace.
Showing up to work late or leaving early is completely unacceptable. It most likely will get you fired if it happens occasionally. This also goes along with your lunch break. You don't want to leave early on lunch or come back late on lunch. It affects your employer and your coworkers. It's completely unfair to both. Also, you need to come to work. If you don't come to work, it's going to be disrespectful, show that you don't want to be there. You won't have efficient work because you're going to scramble to get your work done. It's just unacceptable. Here's a man arriving just on time. You need to arrive early, not just on time. It's completely unacceptable. And here's a short clip on absence.
You're supposed to be here 15 minutes ago. This is the third time this week.
Here's a clip on violence, defined as the behavior involving physical force intended to hurt, damage, or kill someone or something.
We're going to start out by talking about threats. You don't want to threat any of your coworkers or your employers or the company in general. You're not going to want to call them, tell them that you have a bomb in the place or that you are going to come there with a gun or anything like that to where any of your coworkers feel threatened. Assaulting, you're not going to want to come in there and get in a fist fight with your boss because he made you do an extra piece of work and stay an hour late the night before. You're not going to want to put your hands on any of your coworkers or employers in any way at all. This will probably lead to immediate termination. Bullying, this is a big thing, definitely in the 21st century. This is becoming a huge problem throughout schools and workplaces. Bullying, people who think that they can bully other people because they might make $1 more than the other person or something like that. You don't want to bully anybody. You don't want to make anybody's day be terrible just because you want to make you feel better about yourself. And this is not only in physical conditions. This also covers bullying electronically or verbally. And in this picture here, we got 3 coworkers fighting, and now you're going to see a short clip on violence.
Dude, I'm completely sick of this stuff. If this place doesn't change, I'm gonna blow it up.
Inappropriate use of time. Being not suitable or proper in the work area.
Personal calls. You're not going to make personal calls while you're sitting at your desk doing your job. This includes texting also and social media use. This is becoming huge in the workplace. Everybody has tabs of their work pulled up, and then next thing you know, the next tab is Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. And this is not acceptable to be doing on company time. Or eating and drinking. You don't really want to do that in your workplace if it's just a snack or whatever. But if you're permitted to eat while you're working, that's one thing. But you're not really going to want to have food or drinks at your desk at all times. We have a picture of a woman here on Facebook while she was working. And now we're going to show you a short video clip on using social media and inappropriate use of time.
Hey man, did you catch the game last night? Dude, it was
Who are you
freaking
talking
sweet.
to and what website are you on?
Oh, dude.
Sleeping. This is a big no-no in the work area. This is in which the nervous system is relatively inactive, the eyes closed, the postural muscles relaxed, and the consciousness practically suspended of oneself.
You need to stay awake in the work area. It's very important. If you don't, it's very disrespectful to your coworkers, your boss, your clients. Your work won't be as efficient. You need to be very awake at the work area. You need to get your hours in at night. Sleep at least 8 to 10 hours every night. It's very easy. If you don't, you'll probably be terminated. Here's a picture of a man sleeping at his desk in the work area. It's very unacceptable. And here's a short clip on sleeping.
Hey, Brody, are you sleeping while you're at work?
Now we'll get into lying in the work area, defined as an intentionally false statement.
You're never going to want to lie when you're in the workplace. I mean, it's a terrible thing to do. You're not going to want to lie about anything about yourself or about your work to your coworkers, your employer, or your clients. Definitely on your job application, you don't want to if they figure out you're lying on your job application, they start thinking, the first thing he did to us was lie. What else has he lied about? So you're not going to want to do that. It's be truthful about your criminal history. Be truthful about everything because it's probably going to get uncovered before too long. And you're not going to want to lie about that you're a CPA when you don't even have an accounting degree or any other qualifications at all. And this man is showing that he's lying by growing him a nose there on his resume. And now we're going to show a short clip on lying in the workplace. Are you really a CPA? Insubordination, defiance of authority, refusal to obey orders.
When your supervisor assigns you work, it's most likely needed to be done. You can't just tell him no. It's very disrespectful and it most likely be put off on another coworker. Also, when a promotion comes up and you said no to your supervisor the week before, it doesn't matter if it's a month before, you most likely will not get that promotion. Here is a picture of a guy saying no in a suit and tie. You can't just say no to your boss. It'll most likely lead to termination. Here's a small clip on insubordination.
I need this done and on my desk by tomorrow morning. Theft, defined as the action or crime of stealing.
Theft is completely unacceptable in the work area. You can't steal from your employer or co-workers. Just not right. It's against the law and can't be acceptable in the work area. Also, concealment of theft is very unacceptable. You can't not tell your boss that somebody is stealing or stealing from a coworker, and also if you hear that someone is stealing, you need to immediately notify them. Unapproved borrowing is unacceptable also. You can't just borrow a laptop and take it home that night without permission from your boss. It's just not right, unacceptable. What if you forget it and don't have it the next day? It'll be considered theft. In this picture, this is a guy obviously in a suit and tie with a ski mask and gloves on, showing that he is ready to steal. And here's a short video with theft.
Good. What are you doing? You're still here? Are you stealing from the company? That's it. I have enough. You're fired.